Looking at Sleepy Love Potion, interestingly enough, it's holding up pretty good. 4-hour MACD is about to flip bullish. I don't even see what the hell's going on here. It looks like this uptrend is still intact. You broke below the 786, so that's not a good sign. So I actually don't really have to draw anything. Get rid of, do we need this? Yeah, we need this. Do we need this? Yeah. So as of now, this uptrend is still intact, but you're below the 786, so something is wrong here. Why? Yeah, I see. I drew it to here. Like this is the one that I drew. So it was support for about 4 hours, and then you fell right through it. So Sleepy Love Potion is technically still bullish. That was a mishap on my part. I drew the wrong one. But this is it. There's no more what ifs or excuses here. From this low to the high, that you're on the 786 plus you're on the uptrend. So any lower than this on Sleepy Love Potion and it is going to start breaking to the downside, which would obviously be extremely bearish. Not even just for Sleepy Love Potion, but for crypto in general. So basically where you're at right now, 212, you really need to see a move to the upside back to 215 maybe for something like this. I think that's the only way, because if I personally think Bitcoin is bullish, and the fact that Sleepy Love Potion is already on the 786 when Bitcoin's moving up, if this type of move does not play out, then Bitcoin itself is also going to be bearish, and there's nowhere else for Sleepy Love Potion to go but back down to 197. So I would definitely watch for 210 for a multitude of reasons. Obviously, you have that 786 plus the macro uptrend. So even if you don't use fibs and you just look at the macro uptrend like this, you're on it right now. So this 210 really, really has to hold, or it's just going to fall off the table. And then obviously there's another macro fib here, right on the 618. And this 210 really, really has to hold. It's the uptrend, it's the 786, it's the 618 from the biggest fib possible. But what's interesting is, as I've said in the past, and I'll show you right now, the 786 is typically where these shit coins bottom, and you can see you came down to this 786 as well. And that's the problem with having so many fibs, is that's why sometimes I do miss support and resistance levels, because I don't want to have 1,000 fibs on my chart. But either way, this 210 is the 618 from here to here. It's the 618 from here to here. This is the biggest support. Anything lower than this, and it's just going to shit the bed down to 1.85. So we'll run with this chart. It's a lot cleaner as well. Whatever the last fib I had from the last video was a mishap. I mean, it wasn't an invalid fib, but it wasn't the right one, because we fell right through it. So it lasted for about 4 hours, and then we fell right through it. This is really the chart that we should be looking at. So that's pretty much it. I would definitely keep an eye on this 209. Any lower than this, and it's just going to fall off the table down to 185. And from there, it has to blast to the moon. Because like I said earlier, from this bottom to the top here, you blasted to the moon. Well, actually, you didn't blast to the moon. You didn't even break over to 618. So technically speaking, Sleepy Love Potion might not even be considered bullish, because you never got over the 618. It's something to keep in mind. This token is designed to lose value, so it is also possible that this thing isn't going to the moon. That any type of bullish argument, in my opinion, gets invalidated below 186. We're right now looking at short-term bullishness, which is why this 209 has to hold. But any lower than this, and you can see, just like last time, it's just going to fall down, and go sideways for over a month. And any lower than 186, and there's no bullish argument at all, in my opinion. So short-term bullish argument, 209 has to hold for bullish continuation. Any type of bullish argument, and 186 has to hold. So that's pretty much it. A little bit of a debacle, but I cleaned it up. This is the chart that we're going to be using. 210 has to hold for any type of short-term momentum, for not only Sleepy Love Potion, but for Bitcoin as well. And then a breakdown from here would send us back to 185 and probably like a 43K Bitcoin once again. So just my opinion. None of this is financial advice, and you always have to do what's best for you. I would say Sleepy Love Potion is considered bullish over 240 in terms of like upwards momentum.